Hi dear students, welcome back to computer science class. In our previous session we have learned module aliasing as well as namespace in Python. You know what namespace is? It's used to distinguish different sections of a program, or we can give scope. Actually it's all about what scope of a module, or of the elements in the module, right? So we have seen the difference between what namespace in the case of applying import and from import, right? And second is module aliasing. Aliasing is what? Giving another name. So after applying aliasing, there will be two names: original name and alias name. Okay, you know how to apply aliasing in the case of a module, of our module. And today we have another important topic: member aliasing. The same way as we alias module, we can alias members also, members in the module. Okay, so here we have one example. We have the same module, right? X equal to 100, def add a comma b, print the sum is a plus b comma a plus b, def product a comma b, print the product is a into b. We have the same module, right? Then we are applying what method? What member aliasing. Here is a command set of code: member aliasing. From test import xsp. We know what x is. X is a member, a data member, or a variable. Okay, and we are renaming it as p. We are renaming it as p. In the last example, in module aliasing, we have seen we have what alias the module area as m, right? And after what aliasing area as m, you can make use of m to access the elements as well as anything which is a part of area, right? So the same way here also we are what renaming the member p. Okay, x as p, that is x is renamed as p, and add as sum. We know add is an element, add is a member function, is a function. Here is a function. Okay, add is renamed as sum. So after applying that, after renaming or aliasing x as p and add as sum, you can make use of p and sum. Print p, it prints what? 100. And sum, using sum we are calling the function what? Add. Because we have already renamed add as sum, right? And using sum we can pass values 100 and 200. It will be passed to this function and it prints what? 300, right? So here it prints 100, this 100, the value of x, because p is the alias name of x, and sum is the alias name of add. So it prints the sum is 100 plus 200, it is 300. Okay, so this is how we can alias the members of a module or members in a module. Here we have aliased what? X as what? P. X is aliased as p, and add as a member function is a function which is aliased as sum, right? Which is aliased as sum, and making use of p, the renamed what? Variables p and sum, you can access the original functions, original names, right? Using p you can access the original location of x, and using what? Sum, you can access the original what? Name add, right? Then print x. What will be the result of print x? Actually now we have two names for x, right? One is the original name x, and the second is the alias name, that is p, right? So after aliasing, it is better to use the aliased name other than using the original name. What happens is it may be executing abnormally, so it may result in error. Okay, when you apply print x other than what? Print p, what happens is this statement may result in error. So it is better to avoid the ambiguity. Okay, so just after what applying this aliasing to anything, either to module or to any members in the module, it is better to use the alias name, right, other than using the original name. When you try to use the original name, what happens is it may result in some kind of ambiguity or confusion, so most probably it results in error. Okay, so this is how we can alias members. Just like aliasing module, we can alias members in a module as well. Okay, so here we have what? Alias both x and add. We know x is a variable and add is a member function. Here we have at the time of here we have used what? From test import x as p, x as p, x is renamed as p, and add is renamed as sum. Then after that we have used what, p and sum, right? P and sum. When you try to use x, it may result in error. Okay, so this is how we can alias members of a module or members in a module. Now we have a sample program that uses all the aspects related to module, creating module as well as importing module to the program. And we have four basic operations or four operations: area of circle, circumference of circle, related to circle, and area of rectangle and perimeter of rectangle, operations related to rectangle. And here we can see two modules, circle.py as well as rectangle.py. And in circle.py we have included functions for performing area of circle and circumference of circle, area and circumference. The same way in rectangle.py we have included area of rectangle and perimeter of rectangle, area and perimeter. So we have made two modules. One is circle.py, second module is rectangle.py, and in circle.py we have circle related functions or operations, and in rectangle.py we have rectangle related operations or functions. Okay, let's see the definition of each module. For circle.py we have imported math because we may be using some mathematical functions. Okay, yeah, so we importing math, import math. Then def area radius, it's for finding the area of circle, right? So it must take radius as parameter. So def area radius, return math.py. Now it's clear. We have imported math for performing for running pi, right? Pi is a function available in math module. So math.py into radius into 2. It means raised to 2, right? Radius into radius, right? Then second function, def circumference, we are passing, it takes the same radius as parameter. Then return 2 into math.py into radius, 2 pi r, right? 2 pi r. The first one is pi r square and the second one is 2 pi r. Okay, so these are the functions in the module circle.py, and in circle.py we have included area and circumference, functions for performing area of circle and circumference of circle. Okay, now we are moving to rectangle.py, our second module, and we have included rectangle related operations or functions, area of rectangle as well as perimeter of rectangle. Okay, so here is the first function, def area width comma length. It takes two parameters, width and length, then return width into length, area of rectangle, length into breadth. Okay, yeah. Then perimeter, def perimeter width comma length, return 2 into width plus length, 2 into width plus length in parenthesis. Okay, so these are the functions, area and perimeter of rectangle. So this is our second module, and here we have the main program. We have our main program, and we importing these two modules to our program. We know it's a menu driven program, a program working on menu. Okay, yeah. So let's have a look at the main program. Okay, import circle. We know we have already created a module named circle, right? And we are importing it to the program, to the main program. The same way we have one more module, that is rectangle, and we are importing rectangle also to our program. Okay, so we have imported both the modules, circle and rectangle.py, circle.py and rectangle.py. We know these two are user created module or user defined module. Then choice equal to 0, it's a variable having the value initialized as 0. Then ch equal to y, ch equal to y for choice. Okay, equal to y, while ch equal to y, when the value of ch is equal to y, initially it is y. Okay, then it passes to the loop. Okay, get into the loop. Then menu will be printed, print one area of circle, and we left number of statements. One will be 2 will be circumference of circle, then 3 area of rectangle, 4 perimeter of rectangle, 5 quit. Okay, these are the menus, so you can opt any one out of that. Okay, so then choice equal to int of input of enter your choice. What is that? Here choice is an integer variable. Okay, so it must be any value. By default we know it takes string, it must be converted to integers. That is why we are using int of input of. Okay, int is a function converted to integer type. So int of input of enter your choice. Suppose we inputting 1, we inputting 1 for choice. Okay, 1 will be assigned to choice. Then if choice equal to 1, yes, it is of course 1. We have inputted what 1 to choice here with this statement, okay. Then choice equal to 1, it will be compared, okay. Then radius equal to int of input of radius, okay. So it takes a value for radius, and how can you call the function? Print area is circle dot area radius. We have already initialized radius and we are passing it to the function area. We know area is a function belonging to circle because we are finding the area of circle. So it's passed to what? Area, okay. The same way we can define all other functions. If choice equal to 2, what happens? Yeah, we should initialize radius again. Then what circumference of a circle is? What? Circle dot circumference, right? Circle dot circumference, and we must have one value for radius. The same way as we have called area, right? Then third one will be what? Yes, area of rectangle, right? So we have to initialize what? Width and length and width. So after that you can call it like rectangle dot print area of rectangle is a rectangle dot area, and it takes two parameters, okay, two arguments for width and length, okay. After that the last one, perimeter of rectangle, it also takes what? Two parameters, two arguments, width and for width and length. And how can you call it? It's simple, what? Rectangle dot perimeter, then two parameters, okay. Finally you can have, if if the value you inputting is something other than 1 to 5, you are inputting 10, what happens? It must be terminated, right? So it will be the condition in else. All of the conditions are in elif, right? So finally you must have else, and it shows what? It doesn't match, okay, meaning invalid value for choice, right? Okay, so this is our program, and just briefing the program, we have created two modules, circle.py as well as rectangle.py. In circle.py we have included two functions. One is for finding area of circle, second is for finding circumference of circle, right? And in rectangle.py we have added area of circle, the function, and the second function, perimeter of rectangle, okay. Then in a menu driven program, first we have imported circle, then we have imported rectangle, then okay, choice equal to ch equal to y, then menu, okay, 1 2, okay, then initializing choice 1, we can call all the functions, and circle dot area, circle dot circumference, rectangle dot area, rectangle dot what? Perimeter, okay. Yeah, so this is how we can create as well as import module in Python, mainly user defined module, okay. Importing built-in module is a simple task, right? There is no need to look very much into the topic, so we can simply import it to the module, means to the program. But user created module, you have to create the module first, right? You can create any number of modules, you can make use of these modules in any program. Any module means module in any other program. That's advantage of what? Modules. It provides reusability, right? So this is how we can create as well as making use by importing modules to the program, okay. So just practice it, you must practice it, because this is somewhat very important topic, okay. This makes the program very easy for us as a developer. We can solve our problem very fast, okay, because it's very simple. It provides reusability. We can make use of it in any program, any number of programs. So just go through it. This is all for the time being. We will have more on this topic in the coming videos. Thank you for watching. Take care.